It's time to take it to the max!
It's Thursday night, and you know what that means. Welcome to Max Wrestling 351, aka the Cap and Mo Show. This is your captain speaking, along with El Jefe, Moses Marquez. Top of the morning.
Top of the morning, the Cap and Mo Show. I like that. It sounds fucking badass.
It's got a nice ring to it.
It really does.
It's like Waldorf and Statler. Go together like Thelma and Louise.
There you go, Thelma and Louise. There you go. That's more universal.
Well, like Conquistador 1 and Conquistador 2.
Smooth as a biscuit.
Si, senor.
Si.
Or Invader 1 and Invader 2. Whatever tag teams had the same name and were just like number 1 and number 2.
Oh, yeah, the Assassins.
Yeah.
The Russian Assassins.
What was one Kid Cash was in? The Bulldogs? The Pitbulls.
Oh, yeah, the Bulldog. The British Bulldogs or whatever.
Yeah, Pitbull 1 and Pitbull 2.
Oh, that's hot garbage, but... whatever boats their float, right?
Right. So, this week, War Games predictions. Raw try to do their own promo battles, and things heat up on Dynamite. But first, there's a lot of history this week. A lot of histories and a lot of birthdays, so let's get straight into it. It is This Week in Wrestling History. So, I didn't cover Thursday last week because kind of ran out of time, so I'm going to start with Thursday this week. November 25th, 1992. Bret Hart defended the WWE Championship against Intercontinental Champion Shawn Michaels at Survivor Series, which, as you all know, is certainly not the last time they met at Survivor Series.
Right.
But very, very little known fact, they faced before at Survivor Series. A very much younger Shawn Michaels, obviously. It was...
Like when, though? Because now I'm intrigued.
92, Survivor Series.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow,
Bret
really? That's right over my fucking head.
They did a whole Warrior Hogan thing again, except Bret won.
They did do the mirror thing where he thought he was, had poop coming out of his hair or something.
November 26, 1987, Survivor Series went head-to-head with Starrcade. And while Survivor Series featured just 4 elimination matches for the entire show, Starrcade featured Dusty Rhodes defeating Lex Luger for the NWA US Championship and Ric Flair defeating Ron Garvin for the NWA World Title, both in steel cage matches, and they were the 2 main events. Back-to-back cage matches.
Love that.
That's some old school, like...
Oh, yeah, if you know something about Ron Garvin, bro, like, the Ron Garvin run was early in the Ric Flair thing.
You got Survivor Series going head-to-head with that.
Good
luck. They weren't even at war back then, because it was still, like, Jim Crockett. It wasn't WCW.
Exactly. So, I mean, that was... I mean, you can compare NWA and WWF back then in like the 80s, a little bit 80s, early 90s, a little bit more to like AEW and WWE.
Yeah.
You like what you like, and you're going to stick to that side.
Yeah. A lot of old schoolers will tell you NWA. Also on November 26th in 2000, this was WCW, at Mayhem, Scott Steiner defeated Booker T for the WCW Championship in a straitjacket steel cage match.
Nice.
I don't even think I want to know.
No, probably not, but it sounds fun.
Yeah. I don't even want to know the mathematics about that, especially if Scott Steiner's involved. We're going back even more old school now. November 27th, 1949. Lou Thesz became the second NWA World Champion after original champion Orville Brown sustained career-ending injuries in a car accident.
Wow.
Wow. That's really going back.
What a way to take over, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, and I think Lou Thesz held it for like a long time. Like forever.
You're telling me. Forever and a day.
A little bit more recent, but still old school. November 27th, 1991, with a little assist from Ric Flair. The Undertaker defeated Hulk Hogan for the WWE Championship 1 year after his debut, and I believe he dropped it very soon after at Tuesday in Texas.
Nice.
Tombstoned him on a steel chair, which Flair just held there. Just on the mat.
Well, that I believe. That sounds like a Flair thing.
Yeah. November 28th, 2016. After feuding forever, Sasha Banks defeated Charlotte Flair in a Falls Count Anywhere main event on Raw to win her third Raw Women's Championship. This would also be Sasha's shortest reign, as she lost the title back to Charlotte 20 days later at Roadblock. Or as we like to call it, Cockblock.
There you go, Cockblock.
Yeah, that was her 20-day reign. Then she had like 27, another 27, and then she didn't have a long reign until last year. November 29th, 2013. How is this for a SmackDown main event? I don't even know how I don't remember it. CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Goldust, Rey Mysterio, and the Usos versus the Wyatt family and the Shield.
Oh, wow.
That's a hell. I usually hate like that many people in a tag match, but that sounds like one hell of a main event.
Right? Just the talent bar on that one.
I don't even know why the Wyatts and the Shield were on the same team, because that was around the time they were feuding, right?
Yeah, but that was also during the time. No, I remember they were like the Wyatts were having like a slow little face run.
Oh, it was just after that they feuded. Yeah, Elimination Chamber 2014.
There you go.
Yeah. But damn.
I was like, it's like I was drawing a blank at first, but I was like, I swear they had like a face run for a bit.
I think that was impromptu as well, because just before that it was Cody and Goldust versus I think it was Harper and Rowan for the tag titles.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Last couple of bits of history. On November 30th, 1979, legendary New Japan founder Antonio Inoki defeated Bob Backlund to win the WWE Championship. However, the title change is not recognized by WWE, and Backlund won it back a week later.
Fuckers.
Yep. I don't even know why they refused to acknowledge it, but there you go.
Because they suck.
Absolutely. Also, on November 30th, 20 years later, in 1997, Shane Douglas defeated Sabu and Terry Funk to win his third ECW World Championship.
Damn, that's right. He had a bunch.
Yeah, they also had a couple of barbed wire matches, those three.
Oh, Lord.
And final bit of history, today in wrestling history, actually, in 2016, Kyle O'Reilly defeated Adam Cole, baby, to win the Ring of Honor World Championship. And my oh my, how NXT dropped the ball with Kyle.
Kyle, you need to get out and run, baby. Get out of there.
I think he's done by the end of the year.
That's what people, I mean, that's what I kept hearing is like a lot of the guys, their contracts were up and they signed like short-term deals to help put, rub guys or whatever. And because like NXT is brand new, baby.
Yeah.
Brand new.
Oh yeah, we'll get into War Games in just a little bit, because they've dropped TakeOver now. It's just NXT War Games. No more takeovers. Which doesn't surprise me, because they ain't taking over shit anymore.
I was going to say, yeah, you ain't taking over a goddamn thing.
Alright, a lot of birthdays this week. November 25th, Josh Matthews turned 41. November 26th, Maven turned 45. Brian Lee, a.k.a. Chains, a.k.a. Fake Undertaker, turned 55. This one shocked me. Ivory turned 60.
What?
She don't look 60.
Shit, I'll fucking take a 60-year-old down. I tell you what, boy, she's 60?
She is not 60 years old.
Don't give a shit.
Wow.
I'll watch out for your hip, though. I got you.
November 27th, Lady Tapper. Some Impact fans will remember Lady Tapper. Turned 39, and the Free Counts, Evan Courageous, turned 48. On November 28th, Summer Rae turned 38, Rob Conway turned 49. On November 29th, Dana Brooke turned 33, Rosemary turned 38, Hayabusa turned 30, JBL turned 55, Jerry Lawler turned 72, that one I can't believe. On the 30th, Naomi turned 34, Christian Cage turned 48, the legendary Jushin Thunder Liger turned 57, and yesterday, Trinity TNA alumni turned 50.
Nice.
A lot of birthdays. So
the only thing I got to add is on this day.
Oh, we got more.
Is Sting debuted on AEW.
Oh yeah, Winter was coming last year.
December the 2nd last year.
Shit. And we have to wonder who's going to debut this year.
That'd be cool. Somebody, come on.
Like,
I need Surfer Sting. Come on.
I didn't even know they were going to do the whole Winter is Coming thing again until a couple of weeks ago. But it made sense last year because Sting had his whole entrance like snow themed and whatever, so.
It was badass.
Yeah, he's kind of dropped it now, though.
Yeah, that's fine. Which is fine. I mean, he's more of just like, I'm a, once in a blue moon wrestler now, which is cool with me.
Yeah. Well, before we get into AEW, let's just talk about Raw for a second, because CM Punk and MJF made such an impact on Dynamite last week that WWE tried so hard to have a promo battle on Raw between Edge and Miz, and no disrespect to those two, love them both, but scripted shots don't quite have the same edge, especially when you kind of half-ass it.
Well, when you know that the other fucking company just did one, like the exact same joke you're fucking cracking, why would you be cracking said same joke?
And like,
that's my whole gimmick.
Not even going as far as name dropping them, just like, this happened somewhere.
Oh, yeah, they said your name on another television channel. Okay, brother, this isn't 1997, 98. We don't need to be mentioning WCW. Like, stop. You're trying way too hard for no fucking reason.
Yeah, and I can see Vince, like, we don't mention the other show or that guy, but like, you don't think people are gonna Google like what other show it was said on or who said it?
Oh yeah, they'll do their own fucking research.
If you just hinted it like that, they're going to look it up anyway. You may as well just say, CM Punk mentioned your name on Dynamite.
Yeah, you might as well have just fucking dropped names and just been done with that. But, you tiptoed around it, and it made you look bad. So, I mean, that's their own fucking fault.
Yeah.
And then on top of their own fucking fault with that, like, why in the fuck, the literal fuck, are you putting the Miz against Edge? Like, Edge just came back. He's supposed to be, this guy that's putting on good stuff with people. I understand, like, you can't go with... I was thinking, like, him and, like, Kevin Owens would be really good, but Kevin Owens seems to be doing his own thing. And then I was like, you know what? Maybe him and, like, Bobby Lashley wouldn't be too bad. But the fucking Miz? The guy that, like... And then I love that they had to make fun of his Dancing with the Stars thing, yet every week they pushed for you to go vote for him.
Wow, yeah.
Like, what the literal fuck, dude?
Miz kind of needs a feud, though, to recover from all the goofy shit he did with Jomo.
I guess I enjoyed it, though.
Like, obviously, CM Punk...
I'm a fan of the dorky bros. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I never liked it. But, like, obviously, Punk referred to MJF as basically a poor man's Miz, a less famous Miz. I think we kind of need that Miz back, the one that they actually compare to MJF.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
The Miz that's got a little spice.
Oh, yeah, fuck. Spice. Well, I mean, you know what? Maybe when Maurice is around, for some reason, his character gets better.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just...
Got to show off in front of the hot French wife.
Hey, right, you know what I mean? Yeah, you got to do something there. I can't say I blame her, you know what I mean?
Right.
She's standing right there. I got to look good, please. Please. Can you help a brother out?
Having said that, though, I mean, Liv Morgan did great. She fired her own personal shot at Becky, and no question, she nailed her promo. She's growing so quickly. Again, they didn't actually say the name, but it was a nice dig. She said to Becky, your big fat greedy contract is the reason my friends aren't around anymore.
Love that, which is good because, I don't want to say about good, but it's obvious that you're going to have the company try to point blame on on the talent that's demanding more money is why they're cutting people, which is, I guess, a weird turn.
Yeah.
But hey, if it's gonna work, good for you, I guess.
Yeah, we're making all this profit so we can afford bigger contracts, but we're still going to cut people loose.
But that's the problem. That's the reality of the matter. Is that's why they're down to cut all these people is so they can turn around and have giant revenue every year, so they look mad profitable. So people want to continue to buy in, and it's like, dude, you guys, do these people not see that you release like 30 talent a year, if not more,
a quarter?
Jesus, dude, it's like you have 100 wrestlers to start out the year. By like October, you're down to like 64.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden now you're like, well, where else can we cut some ends? Like right towards the holidays. Like, you guys suck.
And maybe kayfabe, they shouldn't point the finger at Becky for having a big contract when she's there every week and puts the work in. And maybe they should point the finger at fucking Goldberg, who gets paid like $1 million a match for 3 times a year.
Well, I mean, that's the idea. The idea behind what that whole thing is the big time stars ask for too much money.
Oh yeah, the part timers.
Regardless if they're doing their job or not, but it's like, the fucking, if anybody with a fucking brain just looked, and you'd be like, you're just greedy fucks.
Yeah.
It kind of deters. That whole suspend your disbelief thing. I can't. When I know these motherfuckers are pocketing like $300 million a year, I cannot disdain my disbelief that Becky Lynch is asking for so much money that they have to fire 36 people.
Oh yeah, that video game cover cost like $100 million.
Yeah, obviously, right? Jesus, you have any idea how much it costs to make a video game? Apparently, fucking hundreds of millions of dollars, man.
Well, it does when they have to keep redoing the roster.
Well, that's it's
poor 2K.
Whose fault is that?
Yeah, I never thought I'd feel sorry for 2K, but for poor 2K. Hey, we almost got the game finished. Okay, we just released another 30 guys. You got to cut them from the game. Oh, back to the drawing board.
As a guy who's learning to program slowly, first that is you know how hard it is to put a dude in a game, and you want me to turn around and take all that code out,
all that motion scanning too.
Well, that's a simple, like, delete. I'm talking, like, the programmers that had already written code for, like, the move sets and all the other shit. And it's like, fuck.
Yeah, I just mean, like, time wasted capturing, like, motion caps and, how much it would have cost.
I could literally see, like, a room of programmers, like, and they're just typing away. And, you walk in the door, it says, like, 2K, what is it, like, 2K team or whatever. Dude walks in. And he's got a wrestling shirt, and he's like, "Hey guys, I'm from the WWE division." They're like, "Oh crap, what do you need now?" He's like, "I'm here to let you guys know that they released 20 people." And then you just see like a keyboard smash, a fucking monitor, and one thing gets chucked this way. And they're like, "God damn it, not again!" And then they just move to the other office and go right back to work.
At this rate, just release the game with no roster and make free DLC.
Can't be that hard. I mean, you're willing to fucking get it out there. You're willing to get a bunch of random ass DLC out there for us to fucking pay for.
Oh, yeah. Remember,
get it out there for free.
I don't even know what the season pass is for anymore because you still have to pay for the DLC.
Yeah, I don't understand. I was curious about that too from the last one. I was like, well, what the fuck am I going to get the pass for?
Yeah.
Well, you get extra, like, fucking money. And I'm like, okay, so I can, like, buy people? That's cool. I mean, I could just do that by, ranking up in the game. Oh, well, you get the fucking blah, 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 blah starter pack. Okay, cool. What comes in that? More fucking money. Like, what? I don't give a shit. Like, this is stupid. I still literally have to put money into the game to get other dudes. Like, no, you're dumb. This is dumb.
It reminds me of the arcade owner in Wayne's World. They keep pumping quarters in to get to the next level, but the thing is, you can't get to the next level, so they keep pumping in more quarters.
Oh god, I fucking love Wayne's World.
So we got Liv and Becky next week for the title, And I can't call it. Like, are they finally going to pull the trigger on Liv? Is there going to be interference? Are we finally going to get Ronda Rousey back as the rumors keep popping up?
I could give a rat's ass about Ronda, like, dead for reals. That is so off my fucking radar. I don't give a shit. But I will say, and I've said this about many a WWE products over the last fucking probably like 5 or 6 years, is they have an opportunity to really make a star. And the reality is are they going to pull the trigger? If they're fucking smart, the answer is yes. If they're going to remain the same company that they've been for the last 14 years, fuck no. They are going to drag this out as long as they feel needs to go, and it's going to drag out 3, 4, 5 weeks too long. And not only are you going to, overdo this, but you're going to kill Liv.
Yeah.
And Liv is over like nobody's business.
I'll be honest, I was a little...
Go ahead.
I was a little more optimistic this week with the contract signing because, like, I got serious, like, early Trish vibes from her. Like, the long trench coat, very little else underneath. That's right out of Trish's playbook.
I mean, it's appealing. It's a way to get her, noticed by the fans. But the thing is guess what? If you fucking really listen to us, God, I hate that. Every time I say listen to us, I see the fucking four of them, the four nerds standing in the ring. We're going to listen to you this time. No, the fuck you're not.
You're the authority now.
Yeah,
no, the fuck we ain't.
Bullshit. Authority to what? That I can go get a hot dog when I want to? Get the fuck out of here. But she's been over for a while. If you would have listened to the fans, you would have known that.
Yeah.
But because you don't, now you have the opportunity to do so. Make a fucking star. This is like an AEW. Like when we kept saying, like, dude, if Kenny loses the belt, it wouldn't hurt him. If Sammy were to turn around and lose the belt real quick to like a Jay Lethal, it wouldn't have mattered because he was already over. Guess who's already over? Becky Lynch. Fucking make the title change. If fucking Liv flounders as champion, hey, it is what it is. But you made the move. You made a star. She just couldn't hang. And that would be on nobody but her. And your booking. But that's a different story for a different day.
Yeah, but I mean, it happened with Ambrose, but look at him now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, he's in rehab at the minute, but he was huge as Mox.
It's true. I mean, in certain situations, they felt, okay, now's the time to do it. And it's worked because they actually listen to us. But they have this stupid notion that nobody's going to get over unless we beat the ever-living crap out of you. Why? Because it worked with Bryan Danielson.
Right.
And if it worked for him, it's going to work for everybody. No, the fuck it's not. If you beat down Hulk, if you go back to the fucking 80s and you beat down Hulk Hogan like you did Bryan Danielson, and then all of a sudden turn around, flipped him, put him in the fucking, would people have given a shit? No, they wouldn't have, because you beat the crap out of this dude because you made him look like a fucking geek. And then they're going to be like, oh, well, whatever, he's just a giant geek. And they're going to be over it. Are they going to be excited this, geek up and came? Yeah, probably. But back then, when you bury somebody, they're done. They're a job guy. That's it. They can possibly get redemption, but it takes a while, a long while. Now it start off the year bad and end hot. Just pull the trigger. Give it to Liv. Like I say with NXT, let's make some. If you really want to make a directional move, you have to actually pull the trigger.
I think pulling the trigger too late has always been WWE's problem.
Yeah.
I mean, like Daniel Bryan, when he challenged John Cena at SummerSlam, he was hot as hell. He won the title, and then Orton cashed in. And then they tried to drag it out to WrestleMania, and it didn't work because WWE fans are just too impatient. They couldn't wait all that time. What was it, like 7 months?
And you want to know why they're impatient? Because they were made that way.
Yes.
They were made to pop off the quick, big moments. They're not trained to have to actually endure what a storyline is. Hell, they would have fucking blown their brains out if they would have had to deal with Hangman and fucking and Kenny.
Oh,
Almost 2+ years. 2+ years of these fucking guys. And they just came to a head. They would have been, nope, I'm over this. Nope, I'm over this. Nope, because they're not trained. And because to them, stories mean nothing.
no, and by the time they faced each other, WWE would have had them against each other in tag matches for 3 weeks straight, and by the time we got to the title match, it wouldn't have mattered because we've already seen them face each other.
Oh, yeah. Tag matches, 6-mans, triple threats, battle royals. I'm going to put you in everything under the sun. You're going to have every goddamn face-off possible. You're going to have a fucking bathroom bump run-in kind of shit. You know, they're going to come up with everything underneath the fucking sun to get you guys in the same frame and then hold the match, actual one-on-one match. And it's like, dude, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. But like other companies, I'm not just going to say just AEW because there's a lot of other companies that know how to build stories better than WWE.
Yeah.
And it's sheerly due off of one word, and that's called patience.
It's a virtue.
Patience is a virtue. Hey, it is. A damn good one, too.
I think this is why MJF is kind of so special, because he's become like the biggest heel in wrestling with just his mouth, because he very rarely wrestles. So when he does, people pay attention. And it's usually to blow off to a feud.
Well, yeah, it's a blow off to a feud. So his matches, one, they always mean something. And two, has he had a bad one yet?
Yeah, not really.
I mean, he's probably had one or two that's been like, hey, that was okay.
Yeah.
It was obviously a TV match or whatever. But it's when it comes down to these, he is a pay-per-view madman. His pay-per-view matches always hit. Yeah, you can give a ton of fucking credit to the guy across the ring. But as they say in the real world, it takes two to tango. You know what I mean? A guy can carry a guy for so long, but trust me, as trained eyes as most of us are, we'll notice when somebody's being carried, and I have never once seen MJF carried.
No.
Never once.
If anything, he's taken a lot of the weight.
Oh yeah, I mean he's got a knack for it, and he's a fucking kid. And yeah, that's the great thing. He's a kid who's out here saving his body. By the way, saving his body because he's not working every fucking night. He's not working every other night. He's working when he needs to work. Otherwise, he goes out there and literally butchers people with a fucking microphone.
Yeah.
And it's just, it's so awesome to watch.
He's one of the few people that can carry an entire feud with just a microphone, and then when it finally gets to the end of the feud, that's when you wrestle.
And right now, he's carrying a feud with a guy that made his living on the microphone.
Oh yeah, they continue to fire shots this week, even bringing the dog into it.
Oh yeah, well you don't do the dog. You don't bring the dog. Don't talk about Larry like that. Don't do Larry like this. You're gonna die. I know dog people.
He got like the first syllable out, and Punk was already out of the ring.
He's like, oh.
Punk went John Wick on MJF. You don't bring the dog into this.
Right? Don't fuck with the dog. No, did nothing.
Oh, but where the hell is this whole Britt Baker thing come from? MJF is now accusing Punk of having a crush on Britt Baker.
I don't know. That was stupid left field, and I was just like, "You do know that her man's in the back, right?
Yeah,
right.
And then
you know that, right? Okay.
Punk's wife's probably in the back too with the dog.
Right. I was gonna say, I was like, she's the one probably telling the dog to chill the hell out.
I'm actually surprised Punk didn't say anything about April.
I mean, he had mentioned her once or twice when he first showed up, but I don't think it's going to be a thing. And I think the reason it's not going to be a thing is because she works for, was it Stardom now?
Oh, yeah. I just mean last night. Punk could have just said, well, I don't need Britt Baker. No disrespect to her. But...
Yeah, that's true. He could have totally, brought her in for that sake of it.
Yeah, he could have just said something like, no disrespect, but I don't need Britt Baker, baby.
That would have been cool. That would have been cool. I would have popped for that. I'm not even going to lie.
But I mean, Punk had complaints last night from some people that he, went from that hot segment last week of MJF to quote wrestling random opponents. Punk had a great. I mean, I kind of get it. You kind of want to capitalize on that momentum, but at the same time, Punk also wants to bring attention to these young guys. And his response was, well, maybe we should tag and see if we can coexist.
That'd be nice. But no, I mean, are you like, why must you complain? He is like, that's what being in pro wrestling is. You're going to have to sometimes go against some low-end dudes.
And Lee looked pretty good last night. People obviously may have just discovered him for the first time.
I mean, I'm not going to be that guy, but I'll be that guy. Punk gave him a lot.
Yeah.
And I mean a lot. And Glenn is listening right now with a giant fucking smile on his face. It felt like a WWE match. But like a good WWE match. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean
it was like you obviously are the old veteran. You're here to make sure that the young kid looks really good, so you give him everything under the sun. But it wasn't unbelievable. It wasn't one of those things where you were like, geez, dude, like, can you stop feeding the kid? I mean, he was obvious, again, from trained eyes, he was obviously feeding him, but it worked. Lee Moriarty has gone in there with a lot of dudes, and he's looked very, very good. He's stupidly underrated for a guy who's only got 3 wins in this company. He's very good, super talented, crazy athletic. I really like everything he offers. But, I mean, I felt Punk gave just a tad too much. But it is what it is. It worked out in the end.
Yeah. Maybe just too much for, like, a throwaway TV match.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, maybe if this was, like, pay-per-view, okay, I get it. Yeah, make him, you're helping a kid become a star because you've legit gave him so much and big-time audience and blah, 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 blah. But, yeah, this is Dynamite. It's, yeah, little less.
So we've got, not next week, the week after is Winter is Coming, and MJF announced he's going to be putting that diamond ring on the line again. Wants to make it a three-peat for the diamond ring.
I don't think so. I think Punk's going to screw him. And that's just going to build to their feud.
Yeah, because, like, somebody else needs to wear that ring because it's literally just been MJF's ever since it was invented. So it kind of doesn't mean much.
Not really.
It doesn't feel like a prize because the same guys held it for like 2 of the matches now.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, as a historian, I like the way I put that. Diamond Dallas Page held the Battle Bowl ring forever, and by forever I mean like he won it back in like early '96, and then like held on to it just about like a whole year. So maybe not the 2-year run that MJF had, but like he held on to it for an entire year. Legit built a whole feud with an entire Guerrero family with it, and then finally lost to Eddie. But, like, fuck, he lost to Eddie in, like, what was it, Halloween Havoc, I think?
That's why it made sense that it was DDP who presented the ring in the first time.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff.
But, yeah, until somebody else wins it, it doesn't feel like it's the Dynamite Diamond ring. It feels like it's MJF's ring.
True that. It definitely gives that feel. So it's... Yeah, trying to get somebody else with that. I mean... It doesn't have to be a guy that's a heel. It could be a face. Maybe he just wears it around his neck on a chain and takes it off all the time. Who knows?
Yeah. I'd like either Jungle Boy or Darby to win it.
Yeah, they need some kind of recognition. I'm at the point where I'm like, dude, we just need like a juniors title.
Actually, you know what? It would make more sense for Darby Allin to win it, seeing as it's the anniversary of Sting debuting.
Ah, perfect.
But yeah, a junior title would be great because I mean they've got the TV title, but I don't know. It kind of like they have so many young, rising stars, they kind of need two titles. Like WWE back in the day had the IC and the European.
Mm-hmm. And it worked out. I wouldn't say they were different divisions.
No, they were both pretty much on the same level.
Yeah, and it was just stuff worth going for. It's just, I would say if anything, make the junior title, because a lot of these guys are under, 225.
Mm-hmm.
You copy New Japan and you make it a junior title. As long as you're under 225 pounds, you can compete as a junior. That way the TNT title doesn't lose prestige, and if, say, a little guy wins it, it's still a big-time belt. But this is for, like the younger kids, you know what I mean? And the more athletic dudes, so like the Dante Martins, the Leo Rush, even Ray Phoenix could compete and win the junior title. He's probably under 225.
Yeah.
But it would definitely be made for a Darby, for a Jungle Boy, for an MJF, heaven forbid.
Yeah. The young guns.
There you go, the young guns, not Billy Gunn.
Oh yeah, not the old guns. Jeez.
That fucking guy. I gotta brought it up, but I have to. I gotta crack this joke to you too, because it's just fucking funny.
Yeah.
I'm like seeing Austin and whatever the fuck Colton walk down to the ring, and I'm just like, dude, I want to ask him one day. Like, I want to go to the bar and just like see all three of them hanging out there, and I want to walk up to him and be like, dude, how does it feel to lose pussy to your dad? Like, you guys walk into the bar and you're like, what's up, ladies? Who's that? Is that your dad? And they're gone. You're screwed.
He's jacked.
He's fucking huge, dude. And he's 6'5". I thought Sting was shorter. I thought Sting was like 6'1", 6'2", he's like 6'3".
Yeah, Billy Gunn's always been deceivingly tall.
But yeah, but he is just massive.
It's crazy.
I don't know why.
He's in his 50s, right? He wasn't.
No.
Oh, is he like late 40s?
I want to say he's 60s.
Oh shit! And
I want to say, because I'm pretty sure. Well, no, hold on. He might be 58.
Okay.
He might be 58, 59, something like that. Because I believe Sting is. I want to say he's 62. Because combined in the ring, that was 120 years.
Yeah, Billy Gunn is 58. Sting, 62 sounds about right. Yeah, he's 62. But like 20 years ago, in his prime, Billy Gunn wasn't in this good shape.
No, he wasn't. He was a lot leaner.
He was a lot leaner. He wasn't as ripped.
Oh, and I don't get how you're jacked and ripped. Like, how in the fuck does that work?
Oh, he's shredded out of his mind.
Where the fuck do I sign up for this?
And it's crazy because he was a Geek of the Week last week.
He was with the goddamn thing around his neck like a fucking total dweebo. Oh no, I got a repeat offender though this week. I tell you what.
Okay. You want to do the Geek of the Week now, or have we not mentioned him yet?
Go.
All right, let's play the music.
Well, I mean, we haven't mentioned him yet. Let's wait till we. I guess.
Okay.
Do you want to run down NXT at all?
We'll do that in the second half. Let's.
Okay.
We'll do the Geek of the Week, and that'll lead us into talking about whoever it is. So let's hit the music.
Pencil neck geek, grit-eating freak, scum-sucking peahead with a lousy physique. He's a one-man, no-cut, losing streak. Nothing but a pencil neck geek. Pencil neck geek.
All right, so I say repeat offender because, wow. Okay, so I'm watching these NXT highlights, and first off, Cameron Grimes, he's going through his change or whatever, and he and the poker dude are going to go on and they're going to have a hair versus hair match, but it's not the poker nerd. So, no, it's fucking Andre goddamn Chase. So he's in the fucking like medical room as Cameron Grimes is walking through, and he tells him that he's you'd get schooled in the fucking Andre's schooling or whatever the fuck, and he pretty much tells him to go to hell. No, that's exactly what he tells me. He tells him to go to hell. And he's just like, you don't listen to that, students. And I'm like, why in the fuck are a bunch of grown men, like a bunch of grown folks following you for no goddamn reason? But whatever. And then literally it goes to commercial. We come back from goddamn commercial, and he's bitching that goddamn Cameron Grimes tried to embarrass me in front of my students. He tried to belittle me. And I said, he told you to fucking go to hell. In what way is that embarrassing you? In what way is he trying to belittle you? You, sir, are a fucking geek-asaurus. I tell you what, pal. And then you go in there and you fucking wrestle like you can't wrestle. Like, these arm drags look like shit. I've never seen anybody whip somebody so horribly in my entire life. He's so bad he couldn't even take the stop the correct way. Andre Chase, you're the ultimate geek of the week. You are clearly trying to be Nick Patrick in 2021.
The whole go to hell thing, the only thing I could think of was Mr. Garrison.
Hey, you gotta help.
You go to hell and you die.
You die. Well, no, because he just like looks at him and he tells him whatever, because he's all, you're gonna end up losing your hair or whatever, and so Cameron John just looks up and go to hell and just walks away, and I'm like, he's fucking shocked and appalled. You swear to God he called him a fucking honky or something. You know what I mean? Look, he's all, look at here, cracker. No, he didn't say nothing. He told you to go to hell, and his jaw was to the floor, pal. Ultimate geek.
Oh. So as for Bryan Danielson, killing the heel run. Not just killing the heel run. No, like, I didn't need telling, but somebody else pointed out he hasn't missed a single beat since his first second in AEW.
Nope.
The guy's been on fire for like 2 months now.
As he should. He is. Again, God, I hate that I admit this on the goddamn radio show, but here we go. From a guy that watches or has watched quite a bit of the Total Divas, Total Bellas nonsense, you get actually a lot of inside scoop of how Bryan is feeling. And he would talk about going to Mexico. Brie, I'm trying to go to Mexico. I want to do a mask versus beard match. Oh, you really want to shave your beard? Okay, fuck it. I'll shave my hair. He would joke about this stuff. He would tell Tyson Kidd, oh, I can't wait to, maybe go to Japan and, test guys like Shibata. Oh. He is dying. He was dying to get out. And now that he's fucking in 6th gear and plans to never slow down. And the greatest thing is I've seen zero wear and tear on this guy.
No.
He's protecting the crap out of his neck. He's pretty much being protected overall. He's allowed to go in there and kick the shit out of everybody because, well, he's doing it the nice way. I guess I wouldn't say the nice way, but the right way, kicking him in places that you can, not die from. A bunch of kicks to the chest and shit. But everything he's doing is safe, and they're allowing him to just go be him. So he's going to just ball to the wallet. Now, come the 15th, I think he's going to be, doing what he came here to do, which is help put guys over. I don't want him to drag it out. It doesn't need to be dragged out. It's one of those things where it's like, crap, B-Dry lost. Okay, what next? And he's on to the next guy. Him losing should not be a dwelling moment if that happens. But, I mean, you're right. He hasn't slowed down.
No. And he's been gaining heat, beating up Dark Order members in their hometowns. And he's going to get nuclear heat next week for kicking the shit out of Johnny Hungy.
Of all the guys, I was like, who's going to be the last one? Is it going to be, who's it going to be? And it has to be, the most over dude in the Dark Order, and then Johnny Hungy over here in his hometown. They're going to Long Island, I believe.
Yeah. The nicest guy in Long Island.
So they say. And it's just going to be... I feel like they're going to actually have, a really good match. I feel like Bryan's going to be like, hey, dude, let's talk this over. Let's go through some stuff. Maybe even Hangman be ringside or something.
Yeah, well, on commentary like he was last night.
I think that's going to be a thing for a little bit since, JR's out.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
they're enjoying his cannabis.
They had they had Hangman, they had Taz, they had Adam Cole.
Adam Cole lasted a hot 4 seconds.
He just wanted to do his entrance.
He showed up. He really did, though. That's exactly what I was like. Oh, I'm gonna get something to drink, and I get up and I'm like, oh, hey, it's Adam Cole. And he comes out for his entrance. I'm like, well, he's not in wrestling gear, so I wonder what's going on. And I come and I sit back down. It's like he did his whole entrance to do commentary. Then out comes Orange Cassidy, and he's gone. And I'm like, well, what the? I guess you might as well just get it out there.
But Punk did it on like his first or second Dynamite after his debut. He just did his entrance, did the whole lap around the ring, and then came back to the commentary table.
I love it. I fucking love. Like everybody randomly needs to do that right before we go to commercial now. Like just like all the big popular stars.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden you hear like Jungle Boy's music hits. He just goes around high-fiving people and goes to the back. Like, what the hell? This is how we're cutting to commercial. All right, I'm cool with that.
But, yeah. And that's Hangman, like, there's no question he's over as fuck. I mean, the pop just for commentary.
Yeah, the belt looks good on him.
Yeah.
He's so over. He's beloved. I mean, it's so good to it's good to like the old school feel of wrestling where the baby face can be just so goddamn over. It's like being a superhero.
Yeah, and even though
You know what I mean?
everybody in that crowd loves Bryan Danielson, they're booing the shit out of him because he's doing such a good job as a heel.
And that's the thing. They're as the kids say, they understood the assignment.
Yeah, they're playing along. They get it.
Exactly. They get it. And fuck, this is why this company is kicking so much ass. Is because not only does the people behind the scenes get it, the fans get it. And because we all get it, all we're doing is having a good time every fucking Wednesday, every fucking Friday, and every goddamn pay-per-view. To the point where we're comparing every pay-per-view in a year to, is that one better than the last one? Because the last one was probably the best one I've ever seen. And then every fucking time.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, do you guys have a stop switch? No. Obviously. Because they just keep firing.
I'd love to see the difference in the pay-per-view meetings between WWE and AEW. So what are we doing for this pay-per-view? Oh, probably the same thing we did last month. I don't know.
Well, we're going to try to blow up a couple of feuds, but I think we could drag it out for another 6 weeks and go to the other pay-per-view. All right, cool. I like the ideas. Bam. They go into fucking Tony Khan's meeting. Okay, I need, like, good-ass matches. We'll build a fucking feud in, like, 3 weeks. Give me some shit. Spitfire. And he's just like walking through the locker room. Hey guys, I need 3 fantasy matches. You against somebody, go. Writes them all down. Goes into his fucking office. Cracks 3 White Claws. Fucking chops a Whopper in half. Goes to town.
Writing a list for Tony Khan is like writing a list to Santa. This is who I want to face.
Oh, it is though. It really is. And he'll be like, "So do I need to call? Who do I need to call?" You know what I mean? Like I love his like notepad. Be like, if international, give me number of who to call.
Do they want theme music? Do I gotta pay for the rights to music? What music do they want?
Do I need music rights? He's just got like fucking. You know what? You just. I mean,
Europe won how much? Sorry, Brian.
Sorry about.
They did like one song. They ain't worth that much.
No. But like, God damn it, Brian, of all the songs.
You picked the one that the one band is only famous for, and that's the one they want the most money for.
He's like, you couldn't have picked Kiss, Black Sabbath? No? God damn it.
AC/DC? Nah, they working with Fox.
Nope, yeah. Oh, I was going to say, yeah, they were with Fox.
Also, we're now a step closer to what we predict is going to be Jade versus Ruby for the TBS title. Ruby picked up a win over Chris. Great match. A lot of respect between the two of them.
You know what, dude? Fucking hell. Really good stuff. Ruby Riot's awesome.
She genuinely looked surprised that she won. I love it.
Which is great.
Yeah.
It's great. It's like... I love this. It's like when they can help you, and I know I say this 3-letter term all the fucking time. They help you when you're actually trying to sustain your disbelief. They help. when their reactions, they're shocked that they're actually surprised. You know, the relief on their face when that they finally caught him in their finisher, and it's like, oh, thank God, it's over. You know, like when Punk, when he got Homeboy on his shoulders. It's stuff like that makes this easier to enjoy. It makes us easier to get entrapped into it. You know, not the fucking obvious, oh, we know what's coming.
You know what I did notice on Dynamite this week? There was a lot of chair shots to their head. Obviously, they all did it like the safe way, but it was kind of obvious they were doing it the safe way, but there was a lot of them. Like Jericho took one, Cody took one.
Yeah, everybody got their hands up, but it was still like, I was thinking the same thing. Nobody in the TSK brought that up, but I was thinking that too. I was like, dude, what's going on around here? I'm getting a little hardcore, you know what I mean, over here in Atlanta. And then, of course, talking hardcore, talking the goddamn... First off, Brandy Rhodes, welcome back. Second off, do you not understand how flammable lighter fluid is? You do not need to dump like an entire and a half on a fucking table. That thing was so on fire. Like, I know, like, like people are gonna laugh at me when I say, like, yeah, it's so on fire, but no, I mean, like, homie, you wanted like, you know, decently cooked steak real quick, fucking just put it on a skewer, put it in the fire, and 40 seconds later, it's done, baby. That's how fucking hot that fucking fire was. And then goddamn Cody lays in the bitch. Yeah. Like, oh yeah, I'm not on fire. And then he carries his fucking flaming embered body over to goddamn fucking Andrade, who then gets on fire as well. And he's squirming around because I'm fucking burning up, just laying out for the pin, but I got fucking burning skin. Oh my God.
Two and then now tins of fluid.
Now I hear people are comparing it to when Edge, like to the Edge and Mick Foley fire one, and I'm like, go fuck yourself.
Because the casual fans are only familiar with that flaming table spot.
I'm about to say, you know how many goddamn fucking flaming table spots I've seen in my years? like 7. Okay, not that many, but still. The point of the matter is like, this was it like a pop-worthy moment? Sure. I mean, it was crazy, but fucking hell, did you really, like, you got all kinds of burnage on your back.
Yeah.
It was one of those ones where I think if somebody who knew what the fuck they were doing, and again, no, I'm not trying to be mean to Brandy, but if you know what the fuck you're doing, maybe it wouldn't have been so bad, because the idea is pretty much that you put enough lighter fluid on there that it looks big. It looks like a big crazy fire. And then when you hit the table, your force and the wind that you brought with you pretty much gets rid of it.
Yeah.
And, you know, you might do a quick little roll around, and then that's it. No, this thing was like, I was afraid it was going to set the goddamn ring on fire, and people were going to come out with fire extinguishers as they're counting from the 3.
It's a flaming table, not a fucking inferno match.
It was... But hey, I mean...
I wonder if Cody was like looking back thinking, oh shit, that's a little high, but we're too late now. I think maybe the table was a little bit too close too. I mean, I've seen people saying like Cody took most of the bump, but there is, you know, you can see Andrade hitting the fire too. It still could have been a little bit further back.
Yeah, you could have pushed it back a good 4 or 5 inches, and it probably would have been a lot easier on both of the guys.
Yeah, because Cody hit it flat in the middle.
Yeah, but then his fucking pants caught fire. And I'm like, yeah, well, you know, you probably would have been all right if the table was back about 4 inches. And again, like half a can less.
I mean, if his back wasn't peeling before, it sure as hell was then.
Like, yeah, what was up with his back?
Oh, that's a mad sunburn. Cody came to Dynamite looking like Goldmember.
Okay, cool. Oh God.
I kept waiting for him to be like, bring in the skin box. There's a keeper. Yes, Shalty.
Oh my God. Okay, so I said that exact thing in the TSK. I was like, is this motherfucker just sunburnt like a son of a bitch? And I think it was Rob that was like, that's what happens when you don't flip in time on the tanning bed. And I'm like, apparent fucking league, man, because god damn,
but
this shit was
Andrade kept his shirt on for the whole match. Maybe Cody should have kept his shirt on.
Yeah, right, because or at least cut the sleeves off of one, bud, because Jesus.
Especially since he took the brunt of the fire.
That too.
But it was a nice spot, and it was nice to see the crowd pop for, holy shit, a flaming table. We haven't seen that in years.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff, though.
Yeah. Great main event, too. Like, they beat the shit out of each other.
It's a pretty good show. Dynamite does not seem to disappoint often.
No. And we got a crazy New York crowd next week.
Oh, God. It's going to be awesome.
We got a flaming table in Atlanta. What the fuck are we going to get in New York?
Shit, the fucking possibilities are endless.
Bring out the barbed wire.
Oh, God. I'm down, but...
Kind of not.
No, fuck it, I'm down. I'm with you. Like, I'm kind of not, but at the same time, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Winter's coming. We might as well.
Yeah, I'm really scared for Hungy now.
Poor guy. I don't think they're gonna. He's probably just gonna get his ass kicked, but I feel like he's gonna be the one guy that's gonna get a lot more offense in. Like Alan Angel's got a little bit in. He hit his his dive to the outside. He had a nice little comeback, but I think Johnny's really gonna get. I think there's gonna be a little bit more of a 50-50 match, but then B-Dry is gonna turn it on and then he's gonna outkick him or whatever.
Yeah.
Stretch him.
And kick his fucking head in.
All that.
Did I miss some? What else was announced for next week?
I don't know. Let's double check.
Yeah. Okay, so we got B-Dry and Silver. We got Jamie Hayter and Riho.
Okay, that's what it is.
We got the Battle Royal. And then the last two men standing will, of course, fight for the Diamond Ring at Winter is Coming.
Nice.
Yeah, that's another thing as well. We're seeing a little bit of tension between Jamie and Britt, which I think is a little too soon. I would have seen a little bit more of them, like the three women sticking together for a little longer. Britt?
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing, but I mean, you saw it. They had like a little split for a day, and then now she's back.
Yeah, and Britt just got to dig in. Oh, yeah, you wrestled last week. Yeah, what you lost.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, don't split them up yet. I like Britt having an entourage, and it kind of takes some of the heat off off Rebel. She's been getting heat for a long time from Britt.
No more abusing Rebel.
Yeah, protect Rebel.
Try to, at least.
Well, yeah, try to, and get her name right too, because it's Rebel, not Reva.
Yeah, all that.
'Cause I'm sick of standing up instead of going south. I'm sick of never being able to cross the line. I'm sick of pretending everything is fine. You got it, you're just a freak like me. 'Cause I'm sick of standing up instead of going south. I'm sick of never being able to cross the line. I'm sick of pretending everything is fine. You got it, you're just a freak like me.
Hey Mo, how's it going? Really excited for our promo bout. My promo skills versus your promo skills. Very, very excited. I've got this proposition. Give me a call back. We'll discuss it and we'll go from there.
Chad Malcolm, Moses Marquez for the Max Wrestling World Championship. Coming soon exclusively to youtube.com/maxwrestling.
'Cause I'm sick of standing up instead of going south. I'm sick of never being able to cross the line. I'm sick of pretending everything is fine. You got it, you're just a freak like me.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Maxis are coming. Go to maxwrestling.net/Maxis right now to vote for our 5th annual awards. You can decide the best and worst of 2021. But we also have championship matches you can also vote for. The Phoenix will defend the Knowledge Championship, and you can decide if his opponent will be Chad Malcolm, Daniel Crimmins, or Ryan Sutcliffe.
Yeah.
I know Phoenix has defended he's faced Chad for the world title. And I believe he's defended the world title against Crimmins. I don't think he's faced any of these three with a knowledge title on the line.
Uh-oh.
But
Hey, DC's a sleeper in the knowledge game, bud.
Oh yeah, he came very, very close with a world title. Also, Moses gets to defend his brand new television championship for the first time. Again, you people get to decide who the first challenger will be. The options are the three people that was originally up for the TV title along with Moses, which are Chad, the Phoenix, and Travis the Walker Anderson.
Them motherfuckers.
One way or another, we're getting a rematch. Well, not if it's Phoenix, because he didn't fucking show up to the ring games, but still.
Not that guy. I was asleep. Yeah, we know.
Yeah. And of course, the World Championship. The champion is currently Chad, and already we know his challenger will be Mike Larkin. But what kind of trivia will it be? This is what you get to decide. It's either quick fire questions, 3 stages of knowledge, or full trivia mayhem.
Nothing but New Japan.
If you don't know what each match type means, just click the match type tab on the website. And you can vote for everything right now at maxwrestling.net/maxis.
Get the voting.
Yeah, so Chad is currently the world champion. And it's his fault we haven't seen his defense that we've been waiting for a couple of weeks, because he's a goddamn lawyer and he didn't get the papers ready in time.
So I was just going to say, I was like, for a goddamn lawyer, this guy over here with meeting the deadlines and the this and the that, and I'm over here. So I hit him up and said, when do we get the release? And he tried to threaten me with a subpoena. And I said, I beg your pardon? And so he tried to send Trav through my back door to give me a subpoena. I had to run out of my house.
Wow.
He came all hardcore country talking about it. I got a piece of paper for I ran. When you see a white guy climb through your back window, you got to get gone.
Especially a lawyer.
Hey, when your supposed lawyer friend, I'm quote unquoting the friend part because he's just real lawyered as of late, starts to send random rednecks through your window. I mean, all bets are off.
I know what he's doing though. Chad delaying this paperwork so that he can surpass like me for the world title reign. I'm on 119. He's currently on 104. Phoenix.
You know, I didn't even think of that.
If he is still champion by the time we get to the Maxis, he's gonna tie with Phoenix for 128 days.
Oh, see, I knew there was a plan to the madness.
Yeah.
I knew there was a plan to the madness.
I think he just wants to delay it like another week or so he can surpass me.
It's not that surprising.
No.
Now that you put it like this. But see, then that's the question though. Is he this confident in beating Mike? Can you be that confident against Mike?
I mean, the guy was champion for 628 days, man.
That's
unbeatable, this guy.
That's what they say. That's what they say.
Phoenix is doing good though. His combined days just passed 400 yesterday. That's between all
Phoenix
4 rings.
Is a madman. Phoenix is a different breed of cat. He was one of them guys that he was quietly and never doing nothing, and then he starts doing everything, and
yeah,
man, what an impact!
Took him 3 years to win another title. Well, now he's the only person that's won it 4 times.
I was just gonna say, there's a reason why it took him forever, because all he did was study his ass off, and now look at him.
So, again, reminder: go to maxwrestling.net/maxis, get your votes in, help us decide what the matches are going to be, and also help us decide who we're going to reward for the best and worst of 2021, including the McMahon Award for Wanker of the Year.
Love it.
But we also have NXT War Games to predict this week. It is no longer TakeOver. Ain't nothing getting taken over by NXT 2.0, so it's just NXT War Games now. We have 5 matches. Let's kick it off with the feud you've already mentioned, which is Cameron Grimes versus Duke Hudson in a hair versus hair match.
As a guy who's watching a little bit of highlights, as much as, and I've already said this, I hate the idea of Cameron Grimes losing his beard already looks weird with his long hair, and I don't like the idea of a whole new look to him, but this is supposed to be a brand new NXT. So I'm unfortunately going to go with Duke Hudson.
Yeah, I just can't see a bald Cameron Grimes.
I can't either, but Oh God, this sucks.
Surely they can't cut all that luxurious hair off. Like it wouldn't make.
I mean,
much,
it's great.
It wouldn't make much difference to Duke Hudson. He's got a little crew cut going on.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, that's what I'm hoping for. Is just whatever, just shave his little crew cut, call it a day. But something tells me that this, whatever the War Games, I guess I was going to call it a pay per view. This fucking special of theirs is going to probably be that you know,
It is
that
pay-per-view.
flipping of the switch.
It is a pay per view. It's on Sunday.
Oh well, there you go.
All right, so that's one for Grimes, one for Duke.
Mm-hmm.
Cruiserweight Championship is on the line. Roderick Strong defending against that creepy little bastard Joe Gacy.
Fuck no. Are you kidding me? I mean, God damn it. There's the weirdo dork guy, and
Is he even a
but then
cruiserweight?
there's also the Diamond Mine. So
Yeah, Gacy's got Harlan now.
yeah, I know, but it's,
Wait a minute, he's 245 pounds. How's he competing for the cruiserweight title?
who's that?
Gacy.
Oh, fucking skinny fucking Kevin Owens. Goddamn fat bastard.
He's
You know,
way
I
over
never-
205. He's 40 pounds over.
He's 40 over this fucking guy.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he better fucking lose it. I was gonna go with Strong in the Diamond Mine anyway. Something tells me that, I mean, even though that he has Harlan or whatever the fuck, that this there's just too many numbers.
I'd like to think that. But I also want Strong to get the fuck out of there along with Kyle.
Oh yeah, you and me both, dude.
And, you know, I think Harlan can just completely even the odds with Diamond Mine. Dude, that fucking Solomon Grundy looking motherfucker. I'm going to go with Gacy. Even though he's not officially a cruiserweight.
I like it though. I mean, yeah, that's the thing that kills me. He's not even a real cruiserweight, the fat ass. Like, I ain't trying to be talking shit because I ain't small, but at least I'm closer to 205 than you, motherfucker.
Yeah, at least I'm not wrestling in a division I'm not qualified for.
Exactly. Shit.
What else we got? We got the tag team championships. We got Imperium, what the fuck, versus Kyle O'Reilly and Von Wagner. I didn't even know they were a team. Shows how much attention I pay to 2.0.
Oh my god, this fucking weird ass team, fucking goddamn Cool Kyle and Giant Edge. He's so awkward. He's such an awkward wrestler, this Van Wagner fucker.
But Vince is so high on him.
I don't get why, because he's big. The term that I know a lot of people like to use is like when you have like real shaky legs, it's like, you know, you walk like a newborn horse. This guy walks like a fucking newborn elephant because he's so goddamn massive, and everything about him is just weird. His fucking tights, weird. They remind me of the bicycle shorts that fucking Triple H won that one world WrestleMania
Yes, yeah.
against, I think, Goldberg.
Yeah, 2003 he went for the shorts for some reason.
Yeah, it was. I think he said because he had a thigh injury or whatever.
Hmm.
But it was, yeah. The guy is just weird, man. I don't like him.
That's the thing. I don't think anybody is really in favor of him apart from Vince.
Yeah, and well, we already know Vince is gonna love what he wants to love, no matter how the fuck we feel about it.
Yep. But as far as this match goes, I'm fairly certain Kyle's contract expires by the end of the year, so I don't see any reason to put the tag titles on him and Giant Edge. So, Imperium
100%.
retain.
100%.
Plus, I mean, Imperium only just got the titles back, right?
Yes.
So, yeah. No title change.
Nah.
Alright, that brings us to the 2 War Games matches.
Oh,
It's just not the same without Regal.
it's really not.
Alright. Oh, I like this. We have a team black and gold. So like old school NXT versus team 2.0. I like it.
Yes.
So we got Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, Pete Dunne, and LA Knight versus Braun Baker, Carmelo Hayes, Grayson Waller, Tony D'Angelo,
Fuck that nerd.
and with Trick Williams. And I don't know what the hell he's doing in the corner. It's a fucking War Games match, but okay.
That's Carmelo Hayes' like butt buddy or whatever.
Yeah, get him the fuck out of there. He can't get in the cage.
Yeah, no, he needs to fuck right off. I was just fucking curious because they're all like LA Knight, and I'm like, there's LA Knight has not been around that long to be considered, you know, the old school brand, but I guess fucking so.
He was there before the paint job.
Yeah, just before the paint job too.
But on paper, this should be an easy win for Black and Gold because the rest are all like rookies.
Problem is though, bro. I mean, well, you know what? You're probably right. You know, it's I feel like the old vets, you know, because they've been here, they've done this, they've done War Games matches before. They could pull out the dub. It wouldn't hurt the young kids. It would definitely, you know, fuel the fire to them continuing a takeover, if you will. Because I do know that, you know, we're gonna eventually get Braun and Ciampa.
Yeah. And then Braun finally wins it. But this is my problem with this match. I can just see them putting 2.0 over just because they want to push 2.0.
That would make no sense. I mean,
it makes no sense on
paper. I don't
paper.
want to say it wouldn't. Thank you. On paper, it makes no sense. I mean, I get it on screen, but still, the reality is it shouldn't be done. It should be a super simple. Just let the fucking old school guys win. Allow the heat to build, and then when it's like, you know what I mean, like even let Braun be the guy that gets pinned, even, you know, have him beat himself up for being the guy that got pinned, and then he can't get pinned again, so he's got to beat, you know, Ciampa, and then bam, there's your new champ.
Yeah, have Grayson Waller take the pin.
Yeah, that too.
Man, this is really a case of heart versus brain.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got a Black and Gold heart. But nah, I don't even want to tempt fate. I'm going Black and Gold. Fuck it.
Yeah, old school. No way the new school wins this one. I mean, I would always love to follow that statement up with, well, it doesn't work if you don't have a brain. Guess what? WWE rarely has a brain. So.
Yeah, even NXT is getting affected now.
It's true, but still, it's like, if I could just let the old cats win. Half of them, more than half of the dudes have been in War Games matches.
Yeah, it's the first one without UE.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the women's isn't a case of old school versus no school. It's just faces versus heels, which is just what we like. Women's War Games match: Raquel Gonzalez, Io Shirai, Cora Jade, and Kaylee Ray. Well, I mean, okay, there is a bit of a mix-up there, but versus Dakota Kai and Toxic Attraction.
Mm-hmm. So I will admit that Dakota Kai and Kylie Ray's like ladder match and to open the show was actually really damn good.
Mm-hmm.
Fun watch. I underestimate Kylie Ray quite a bit often. That's my own goddamn fault. But with this one, it's like I'm leaning towards the heels, man. You got to keep building that momentum. If you can just fuel the fire that is Toxic Attraction.
They're killing it.
On with the leather outfits, boy. I tell you what.
Yeah, they absolutely killing it. You can't kill that momentum. Plus, it'll be a win for Dakota Kai too, which I'm always happy for, because she's very short on him.
I hate that she's really, I don't want to say like over, but she's very, very, very good, and they just flounder her every chance they get.
Yeah, it's always pissed me off.
As it should, dude, because it's dumb.
So that will then probably set up one final match between Raquel and Dakota Kai. Also probably going to set up Kaylee Ray as Mandy's next challenger.
Not too bad.
And hell, let's go all the way. Let's just do Io Shirai and Cora as a tag team against Gigi and JC.
Okay, I like that one.
Hey,
Okay.
hey, HBK, you got my number?
Like, bro, let's make some fucking deals around here, Playboy. I mean, come on.
Let's make some deals.
We
can
got
make some
ideas,
matches.
man. Got ideas.
Yeah, again, I've been singing Cora Jade's praises for a long time, so I'm glad to see her getting the rub.
Oh yeah, big time. She's impressive.
You know what? I'm
So-
I'm probably more interested in that women's War Games match than anything else on the card.
I was just gonna say the same thing, dude. I kid you not that when I watched the highlights and I saw how good that ladder match was to open the show, I said, "Fuck this! I'm watching the whole thing." And now I'm like, this is what I'm more intrigued about. Like, don't get me like, I know I like the idea of the men's War Game match because it's probably gonna be a banger. Braun Breaker's been doing really well. I don't know about the other fucking nerds, but I mean, it shouldn't be terrible. But other than that, it was like, dude, it's women's match and everything else is like whatever. I mean, even Cameron Grimes match, I'm like whatever about.
Yeah, with that little geek. But
Yeah, that fucking poker dork.
honestly, the women always deliver in War Games. I think they always tend to have the better match.
They got a
There's-
feel, man. They got that feel.
There's like a couple of bigger spots in the men's matches usually, but the women usually deliver for the whole match.
Hey, that's fine with me, man.
Absolutely, NXT women always kill it.
That they do.
It's easily the best thing about 2.0 is the women's division because it hasn't really changed all that much. They've just brought in some new faces and just kept everybody else where.
I was gonna say the same thing. I mean, not to be that guy, and people will probably kill me for this. When I watched Kylie Ray, I felt like I was kind of watching fucking goddamn Johnny Gargano's wife,
Oh, Candice.
Candice. Yeah, I felt like I was watching her, which it was just kind of like nostalgic in a way, but she's like a little rougher.
Oh yeah. She
I like it.
from the mean streets of Glasgow.
I like it. I have heard a lot of Kaylee Ray. I don't really recall seeing too much, and she so far has impressed me.
She didn't have this mean streak when she was doing the whole Impact thing, and we met them on the UK tour. But man, since she came to NXT UK, she's been actually from her later ICW run, she's just been vicious.
Love it. Keep it up.
Is she actually the only heel on that team? Yeah, that's weird.
Yes.
Because she's definitely a heel. There's no question about that.
I was going to say there's no way she's a face.
Hell, maybe we even get a little betrayal from her.
That's true. I mean, yeah, I never thought of that about that part.
But as far as betrayals go in War Games, I don't think anything will touch Dakota Kai and Tegan Knox.
No, that was top
Such
notch.
a good twist. And it was predictable, but it was such a good twist.
True, but I mean, again, it was when it's good. Who cares if it's predictable?
Yeah, that was always the case with early NXT. Like, yeah, well, okay, we know this guy's finally going to win the title, but it's cool, it's awesome.
Yeah, because they allowed themselves to go out there and do something great and then get to that conclusion.
Yeah, and they build it as if they deserve it, which they do.
Yeah, love it.
So that's War Games. Only 5 matches, but
Quick and simple.
you only have time for 5 matches when you got 2 War Games matches.
Right? I mean, it'll probably still be about a 2.5, almost 3-hour show.
Yeah. What's the time interval on War Games? Like 2.5 minutes?
Yes.
Every 2.5 minutes somebody else enters, so you got 2.5 times 3. Why did I do the math? It's going to be at least 20-something minutes before they even get everybody in the ring, so. Yeah, we're looking at 2 long matches.
They'll probably drag it out a little bit, about 15 to 20.
Yeah. So, I missed a lot of match. Who got the advantage? Was it team? Was it the?
It was Tegan Knox one, or not Tegan Knox, Kylie Ray.
All right, so the Faces team plus Kaylee Ray got the advantage.
And then Braun Breaker won for the young cats.
Oh, of course they did. They need all help they can get.
Yeah, I got to rewatch that match with him and Johnny. It looked a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm kind of kicking myself. I haven't really seen any of this build up with like old school Gargano.
I mean, it's been very subtle. He has not been all over the screen. It's been a lot more Ciampa than anybody else. But I like it. I mean, it's like these guys know they're going out, so they're like, let's put some show on real fast, and then out we go. Because I mean, I can totally see Johnny and Candice staying. Just re-signing unless they get released. But I could totally see them staying. I really think Kyle needs to go. I think who else needs to go? I think Roddy needs to go.
Yeah.
Really, I think that was pretty much it for them as far as like the vets. Oh, and then Ciampa, if it's his time. My problem is I don't know where Ciampa's going to be able to really go.
I think he's
and
happy
I say
to be
that
a producer after NXT.
That's fine. Let's do that. I really only think the only guy that would work in that company any longer, it would be Johnny Gargano and his wife.
Yeah.
And the reason for that is he checks a lot of their boxes. He's just short. And they hate that, but fucking get over it. It's awesome.
It would be a shame for Ciampa to become a producer because like he's only 36. And it's funny because like 10 years ago when we were younger, we would have been like, shit, he's getting old. But now we're like on the wrong side of 30. We're like, no, he's still young. He's still got a lot left in the tank.
He's exactly, because we know we've been there. We're right there, I should say.
Yeah. I mean, his back's probably in a better condition than ours, but still.
Hey, but if I worked out like him, fuck. But nah, that's okay.
Yeah.
I like to do what they call the good old 12-ounce curls, as fucking goddamn Van Wagner would say.
All right, let's pick a wrestler of the week. Hit the music. Again, I say it's wrestler of the week, but I usually base it on promos for some reason. But I'm basing this one on a promo because I was completely sold on first of all on the promo, second of all on the character, third of all on the character's potential future. So I'm giving it to Liv Morgan.
Oh, nice.
She really shined on Raw.
No, she did. She is hitting on all cylinders. That's why I keep saying it's time to pull the trigger. When they are in sixth gear and they're revving at 9,000, and it's time to go, just let them go, baby, because there's no slowing that down. And it's the truth. You're attracting younger fans in NXT from the hot ladies. Guess what? Liv is a hot lady. Make it happen.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that everybody supports Liv. Like even Twitter, who is ridiculously toxic and vile, they're all behind Liv Morgan.
Yeah, fuck Twitter. But no, you're right. Yeah. I mean, if even those fucking toxic butt fucks can, be down with Liv, shit, everybody should be.
All right then, your week is complete. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us at Max Wrestling UK on social media. Thank you to everybody on SoundCloud and Spotify. Everybody unwrapped their Spotify today. Ours did good. 8 countries apparently for us. What the fuck? Hello,
right with me.
Hola, bonjour, whatever. And our website, as always, is maxwrestling.net. Again, make sure you go to our YouTube channel because the World Championship match will be uploaded on there. I'm not going to say when. I'm not going to make any promises because I think you guys can see a lot of work's gone into it. So it'll be up when it's up.
Yeah.
Follow us on social media at the Captain512 and at SMRPodNet. So all you pencil neck geeks better listen up because this is what Moses Marquez has in store for you this week.
So here's the deal, and we're going to do slower down, get a little real for a minute, skis. It's the fucking holidays are coming up.
Yep.
Works crazy. Things are crazy. Everybody knows December gets crazy for a lot of people. So with that being said, for the time being, and this is not permanent in any way, I am working on a re-release in January, but for the time being, Retro is on hold again. It's the worst news I can bring to anybody, but it's something I need to do for my own mental state. Bolt Rant is a very demanding show, as you will find out, because I have literally like a magnitude of episodes coming out. And the reason why I have a magnitude of episodes is I had an epiphany, and I said, for a guy that calls this show Bolt Rant, I don't do a lot of ranting. So I've gone back to just full-blown ranting about hot topics. So Bolt Rant's going to be a little different going over the weekends, but we're still going to do previews and recaps. Just the recaps are going to be a little more rant variant. So, but there's that. So Retro as a regular schedule, again, is on hiatus, but that doesn't mean that I'm not taking requests. If you would like for me to review something that's not a Raw or Nitro from, mid 96 where I'm currently at, if you want me to do a pay-per-view, shoot me a message, let me know. I've had a couple of people hit me up in the past. We've done great shows like ECW's, Heatwave from 1998. We've done another one that was fan requested was the Battle Royal at Royal Albert Hall from 1988. Crazy old times. Gorilla Monsoon on commentary is not something I'm used to. Kind of not even a big fan of it, but I'm already pissing off some historians with that one. So again, Retro will come back. Fan requests are open, but for the time being, expect a lot of Bolt Rant and a lot of whatever I can bring to Max. So, and that includes the stuff going on like the Best of the Super Juniors that's going to kick up, the G1, I mean, not the G1, but Wrestle Kingdom that happens next month.
Yeah.
All that stuff. Expect a lot of coverage on this show for that.
Yeah, we always try to cover Wrestle Kingdom.
Oh yeah, trust me, we'll dive a little bit into it. Which, by the way, two more things to add with that. Since I know I'm talking about taking a break, but for those who are watching New Japan, if you have listened to past, if you've listened for the last few years, or if you've overheard or gone down the Spotify, I, for the most part, every other year for the last 3 years, come out with a beginner's guide to Wrestle Kingdom. If that's something you want, let us know, and I can start doing that. And then the other lovely gimmick was, I love y'all. That's it. Go love each other. Go have a fucking great day. It's fucking Thursday. It's one more day towards the weekend. Let's go have a blessed day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then come back for
next motherfucking week.
We'll see if WWE pulled the trigger on Liv. And of course, it's the last stop before winter is coming for AEW.
They motherfucking better pull the goddamn trigger.
Yeah, I bet Becky don't lose nothing if she loses the title. It's fine.
Right.
But so go watch some wrestling, then come back and listen to us talk about it. Goodbye, and good night. Bye.
Goddamn, Chad! I swear to God, I'm gonna get a real lawyer to get your ass.